All right, MLN fans, it is Game 4 of this Transcontinental League Championship Series between the New York Dem Apples and the St. Joseph Sausage Dogs. Top of the screen there says that the Apples lead the series, but that is wrong. St. Joseph Sausage Dogs ahead 2-1 in this series. And for this pitching matchup this afternoon, in front of 40,000 fans here in New York, we've got Alexis Valdez taking the mound for the home team. Strange choice here. Valdez has not seen a win in his last 6 appearances. Took the loss personally in 4 of those, but his team hasn't won in his last 7 starts. I take that back. They've won 1 of his last 7 starts. And on the flip side, here's Miguel Butron from St. Joseph, 2-0 against New York this year with a 1.99 ERA, so been effective against this team. But maybe more importantly, he came into August with a 6-11 record and proceeded to win 7 of his next 12 starts to finish the season 13-11. Kid has absolutely been on a roll. Let's see how it goes here in New York. Another change, you got Paul Miller out of the lineup today, so Fernandino Barber is going to lead off. Miller's not out of the lineup. They moved him down to 6 so that he can strike out there instead of at the top. Take a look at the defense. It's Stajuski at third, Alanas at short, Alberto Campos at second, and Matt Anders over at first. Ryan Gibbons behind the plate, and then Valencia, Schonecker, and Espinoza in the outfield, covering a lot of territory. I feel like I've said that in every game. And here, Alexis Valdez is going to face Barber, Vargas, and somebody else. My screen went away. So let's see it. Valdez has been ice cold. The 2-1 pitch. Barber is going to pop out to Stajuski at third. That's 1 up and 1 down. Oliver Vargas coming to the plate. 3 for 9 in the series. Is a home run, 3 RBI. Been super effective so far. The full count. Valdez rocks. He fires. And that is in play. Easy ground ball to Alanas. 2 outs with the throw over to first. And here comes David Perez, the second baseman and number 3 hitter. The 0-2 pitch. Got him on the ropes already. And he dribbles that one back to the pitcher's mound. Easily fielded by Valdez. But he takes forever to make the throw. Like I said, easily fielded, and then he just stood there. That's an infield hit for Perez. Good base running. Runs it out hard, even though he just barely touched the ball. And here comes Bill Christensen. Christensen, one of the heroes of the series. He's 2 for 8, but his on-base percentage, .538 in this series. He has drawn a ton of walks, partly because he's dangerous, partly because he's patient. In any case, he's a guy you'd like to see up there with a runner on first and 2 down. The first pitch he sees from Valdez, he smokes into center, but the center fielder is going to make it. Schonecker gets over, makes the catch, and that is it for the inning. No runs on 1 hit for St. Joseph in the top of the first. And here comes the home team. Let's take a look at the defense. Gus Tynes behind the plate for Patron. Over at third, it's Jesus the Jesus Mesa, Fernandino Barber at short, David Perez at second, and Oliver Vargas over at first base. Another great defensive outfield, maybe the best defensive outfield in baseball. Orlando Cerezo in left, Atilio Carrillo in center, and Bill Christensen over in right, rounding it out for the Sausage Dogs. And we're going to see Schonecker and then Campos and Alanas here in the bottom half of the first to face Miguel Butron, who again has been just blazing hot to end the season. Not a special pitcher by any means, but on a roll, and sometimes that's all that matters. Momentum is everything in these series. And sure enough, he strikes out the first batter he sees. Schonecker, bat on the shoulder, watches that pitch come through, and it is now Campos at the plate. And Campos strikes out on 5 pitches. Back-to-back strikeouts now for Patron, and it's Alejandro Alanas, one of the best hitters in the game, and he showed it here. 6 for 12 with 2 home runs and 3 RBIs in the series. If New York does not win, it's not going to be Alejandro Alanas' fault. Here's the pitch, and he struck him out. Patron strikes out the side to start the game, just coming out, guns blazing. No runs on no hits for New York. And Valdez back on the mound to face Jesus the Jesus Mesa, Paul Miller, the wildly ineffective DH, and Orlando Cerezo, the left fielder. 0-1 to the Jesus, and he hits a rocket right past the first baseman. That is a base hit single. lead off the inning, and now it's Miller with nobody on and 2 out. Miller 0 for 13 in the series, and in some ways it's almost worse than that. He's just been totally ineffective, but here's a chance. And he grounds into a double play. No, he doesn't ground into a double play. Campos makes a terrible play at second. He could have just laid the tag on the Jesus, but instead he lets him by, and that moves the runner over. So the runner in scoring position now for Cerezo with 1 down. The 1-2 pitch, and Cerezo strikes out swinging. Valdez just dropped that bottom out of that sinker and left him standing there looking stupid. That brings the mighty Gus Tynes to the plate with 2 down and a runner in scoring position at second. A 1-0 to Tynes, and he grounds it to third base. It's kind of like watching a 7-year-old play. You got to applaud him just for hitting it. Doesn't go anywhere, but hey, good job, buddy. You did a good job. 0-2-0. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors for St. Joseph. Here is the New York half of the second. It's Mario Espinoza, and then Hayes and Anders due up. Butrón has struck out everybody he's seen today. Espinoza, the first pitch he sees, he's not going to strike out. Hits it hard over to third, easily fielded and thrown out. The Jesus does not waste opportunities at third base. And here is John Hayes, the DH, 2 for 4 in the series, only played 1 game. A swing, and that is hard hit to center field, but Carrillo easily runs it down. That guy covers just a ton of territory in center field. There's barely a gap here when you get right down to it. He is everywhere. And here is Matt Anders, the first baseman, 4 for 11 with a home run in the series. Been pretty effective. And that is going to be a flyout to Christensen and right. Easy inning, 1-2-3. Dem apples go down in order, and that brings us back to Alexis Valdez to face Atilio Carrillo, and then the top of the order, Fernandino Barber and Oliver Vargas for St. Joseph. Carrillo pops it up. Looks like Gibbons is underneath it for the play. And here comes Fernandino Barber. The 2-1 pitch. Barber hits it hard into the gap. That's going to drop for sure. It's a double. Way ahead of the tag. Not even close from Schoenecker. Great piece of hitting there by Fernandino Barber. Now with decent speed at second and only 1 out. It's a run-scoring opportunity. See what Vargas does with it. Takes the 0-2 pitch, and that's a fly out to Schoenecker. He's not going to run. Barber holds up. Probably a good idea. Schoenecker, decent arm, and it wasn't too deep. But that brings David Perez up with 2 out. And the runner on second. The 1-2 to Perez. That's going to get through. Do they send Vargas? It looks like it. Yes, he's going to score first run of the game. 1-0 lead on the RBI double from Perez. I'm sorry, they're calling it a single because he took the base when they threw to home. But in any case, nice piece of hitting from Perez to drive in the run. And now it's Christensen with 2 out and a runner in scoring position. He gets Christensen swinging to end the inning, but damage is done. They score a run on 2 hits in the inning. That's 4 hits total for the game, and another early lead for the Sausage Dogs. It's Valencia, Staszewski, and Gibbons here to face Butrón in the bottom of the third. And a 3-1 pitch to Efrain Valencia is grounded to second base, easily fielded and thrown out. Perez makes the play, and here comes Staszewski. One of my favorite names in this series. Alex Staszewski. Nice Polish kid. The 1-0 to Staszewski. And that is... Oh, gets through. It's a single. Got past the shortstop on the liner. Barber just not able to react quickly enough to get over to it. That was a rocket. First hit of the game for New York. And here comes Ryan Gibbons. I believe we've pointed out before, Ryan Gibbons, just a guy. Could be literally anyone. And literally anyone gets a base hit here. That's going to move a runner over. Oh, it looks like they almost picked Staszewski off on the throw, but I think that's just bad animation. Staszewski to second, Gibbons on first, absolutely no speed between the two of them. If Schoenecker might want to just hit this one out if he wants these guys to score. And he does not. That's a pop out to left. Back in, no problem. So now it's 2 down. And runners at first and second for Alberto Campos, the number 2 hitter. Campos, a good hitter, but he struggled in this series, 1 for 13. Struck out in the first, and this time he flies out to Carrillo in center. So, 2 hits in the inning, and that gets us back to the Sausage Dog side. Sorry, answering text from my wife, like any good announcer. So, top of the 4th, Jesus the Jesus Mesa, Paul Miller, the Invisible Man, and Cerezo to face Alexis Valdez. Here's the 1-2 to Mesa. Oof. Hits it hard to the right side of the infield, but Anders is able to make over and make it over and grab the line shot, robbing him of a base hit and bringing Miller up with nobody on. Not that it matters, because he doesn't do anything. He's 0 for 14 in the series now. 0 for 15 as he strikes out swinging. My goodness. Took him to a full count and then swings and misses on the last pitch. That's Cerezo now to face Valdez, who has 3 strikeouts on the game. Make it 4 strikeouts in the game. That sinker gets Valdez, and nothing doing for St. Joe in the top half of the 4th. So here we go. Bottom of the 4th, it's Alejandro Alanes, Espinoza, and John Hayes, the DH, to face Butrón. He struck out the first 3 batters he faced, hasn't struck anybody out since. And this is a ground out to Barber. Easy routine ground ball. Espinoza, the 2-1 pitch. Hard hit, and they got him. Perez makes the play. This infield for St. Joseph looks a little bit better today than they have in the other games of this series, but still a long way to go. 2-1 pitch to John Hayes. Flew out his last time up, and this time that's a fly ball, but it is not out. My goodness, deep into the bleachers in right. That is a solo home run, 412-foot bomb from DH John Hayes, and that is a tie game, 1-1. Nicely done. Matt Anders to the plate now, 2 out, nobody on after the base clearing solo shot. Base clearing solo shot? The hell am I talking about? And that is a base hit into right. Drops in front of Christensen. He's not able to make a play, but he holds him at first, and Anders at first for Efren Valencia. Anders, not only is he slow, he's barely mobile. Valencia going to try to get something going, and it's a walk. All of a sudden, Butrón looks a little bit shaky out there. 2 consecutive hits and a walk. Take a moment to get his head together before he pitches to Staszewski here. And the 2-1 to Staszewski. That's a base hit. Not going to score a run. Oh, it is going to score a run. Christensen holds onto the ball a second too long. Doesn't make a throw. He had a shot. Absolutely had a shot to throw him out at first. Like I said, the guy barely running. Just sort of toddling to home plate. But he gets across. 2-out rally here for New York to take the lead 2-1 at home. And the home crowd re-energized here. And Butrón is in trouble. Runners at second and third. And there he goes. Strikes him out to end the inning, but the damage more than done. 2 runs on 5 hits and no errors for New York in the game. 1 run on 4 hits and no errors for St. Joe. 2-run bottom of the 4th puts New York ahead. And now Valdez can come out to the mound with a little confidence. He's got Gus Tynes, Carrillo, and Barber in this inning. A full count to Tynes. Struck him out. Again with the sinker. Valdez just nasty with that pitch today. It's 5th strikeout. And here is Carrillo. Carrillo is going to pop out. Some debate over who's going to take it, but it looks like Campos will eventually haul it in. That's 2 down in the inning now for Valdez. And here comes Fernandino Barber. 1-1 pitch. He deals, and that is going to get down. No, it's not. Yes, it is. It's going to get down for a double over the left fielder's head. Looked like he had a beat on it, but he misplays it a little bit. Not an error in this case. They're calling it a base hit. I'm not sure what happened out there, but that ball just absolutely froze Valencia, who's a very good outfielder, and ends up getting extra bases out of it. Nice bit of hitting by Barber again. Maybe a good move putting him at the top of the order and getting Miller, elsewhere. Here is now Oliver Vargas, 0 for 2 today, but 3 for 11 in the series, and that is just a fly ball to left field, and he's out. So nobody across. They get another hit. Leave a man on second. 1-2 in favor of New York City. It's the top of the order. Schoenecker, Campos, and Alanes. Schoenecker 1 for 10 in the series, 0 for 2 today. Not been super effective. There's the pitch, and he is going to fly out to the left fielder, Cerezo, who's playing him deep. Able to get in and make the play, though, and it is 1 down for Alberto Campos. Campos also 0 for 2, takes it to a full count, and the payoff pitch is a walk. Inside, Butrón has walked Campos to first base. Campos is fast, super fast. Doesn't steal a lot of bases, but man, he can move. And he'll probably running at some point with only 1 out. There's a pitch. Alanes. Yep, they don't even try for Campos at second, but they make the play at first, take the easy force out. Campos moves over, and Alanes is out. Espinoza, the right fielder with the runner in scoring position, 2 down. The 1-1 pitch. Espinoza, line drive, but Barber steps right in front of it. That'll do it for New York. No runs on the 1 walk, left the runner on. Still have a 2-1 lead. Top of 6, Valdez still in the game. He's got Perez, Christensen, and the Jesus, the heart of the order here. 2-2 pitch to Perez. Bloops, foul, but caught. Espinoza makes a great play to make the catch in foul territory, and that ends the at-bat. Get a dangerous hitter out on a little looping foul ball, and here comes Christensen, the cleanup hitter. 2-2 to Christensen. That is a base hit square up the middle. Bill Christensen continues to just do everything he's asked. Gets it done here. Puts a runner at first with great speed for the Jesus. Mesa, he's had a good series. 4 hits and 13 at-bats, a couple RBIs, on-base percentage over 400. Good series, but somehow it seems like he's still been quieter than we'd expect. One of these games is going to break out. Christensen running. Oh my goodness, not even close. Christensen apparently injured his upper body on the play, and that's why he maybe didn't even come near stealing that base. I don't know. Gibbons makes the throw, cuts him down. Gibbons not even a particularly good defensive catcher. That was an odd choice here with such a good hitter at the plate. Oh, Mesa is hit by the pitch. That was nasty. I don't know that that was intentional as much as Valdez just lost control of that one. But in any case, Mesa takes first base, and here is Paul Miller, 0 for 2 on the day. Struck out last time. 0 for 3 on the day again as he grounds out to the second baseman. And that's it. They had 2 base runners in the inning, not able to get either of them to second base. Christensen attempts to steal, gets cut down. Mesa then hit by a pitch, and Paul Miller immediately grounds out. So, bottom of the 6, it's Butrón to face Hayes, Anders, and Valencia. Hayes tied the game with a solo home run, his last at bat. And this time it's going to be a ground out to Barber. Matt Anders now. 0 for 1. Anders got on base and scored in his last at bat. And he will also ground out to Barber. Now Valencia, last chance for the inning. 1-1 pitch. And Valencia hits it hard. That's going to get down for a base hit. Honestly, if Christensen didn't have such good range, that's probably a double, but he's able to cut it off, keep it from going to the wall. Nice play defensively, even giving up the base hit. But Valencia on first, decent speed for Alex Staszewski. Staszewski 2 for 2 on the day. He drove in a run earlier. Not this time. That is grounded to Perez. He dives in place in a sort of weird levitation move, but whatever, it works. Knocks the ball down and throws him out at first. So, top of 7. New pitcher. It's Matt Shields replacing Valdez. Let's have a look. Shields, 2 good pitches, fastball and a splitter. He appeared in 49 games this season, 53 innings pitched, struck out basically a batter in each of those innings. Gives up a lot of walks, though, 21 walks. Yeah, but otherwise looks fairly effective. Nothing special to mention here. All right, he's going to face Cerezo, Tynes, and Carrillo. The bottom of this order. Cerezo's 0 for 2. Takes the first pitch he sees and just drills it right back up the middle. Leadoff hitter aboard for Gus Tynes. Maybe Tynes can bunt or something and move a runner over. Do something worthwhile. Oh, the pickoff throw. Goodness, they picked him off. Cerezo picked off a first base. That's going to come. You're going to be hearing about that in the dugout, Orlando. That was not good heads-up base running. Shields, nice pickoff move. Catches him off guard. Now it's 1 down, and then he strikes out Gus Tynes. The game narration says Tynes thought about swinging. That's the story of Gus Tynes' career. Gus Tynes thought about playing baseball. All right, Daniel Mocha, the pinch hitter in. Mocha has not appeared in this series. Righty against righty for Shields. And he grounds out to second. All right. It's a 7th inning stretch. Enjoy Brooks and Dunn, and I will see you on the other side. All right, so Cerezo moves over to center. David Perez comes in as the defensive substitution in left, moving from second base. Daniel Mocha comes in at second base. Great defender there. Still an odd choice to pull Carrillo, the excellent defensive center fielder, in a situation where he didn't really have a lot to gain, but who am I to question the wisdom of the manager? Butrón remains on the mound for St. Joseph, and it's Ryan Gibbons followed by Schoenecker and Campos for New York here. The 1-2 to Gibbons. He has a single today. That is a flyout to Cerezo in center, and that brings up Schoenecker. Schoenecker 0 for 3 on the day. Struck out to start the game. Makes contact with that one, and it gets down. Cerezo able to cut it off, but it's a base hit single, and you gotta wonder, does Carrillo make that play? I think he probably does, but Cerezo doing his best out there. Campos now, the second baseman, with 1 down and a runner at first. The 1-1 pitch, the runner goes. Tynes slow out of the stance, and that is a stolen base. Schoenecker takes second, basically never in danger. Gus Tynes, super impressive reflexes. Here comes the 3-1 pitch to Campos, and he lays down a bunt. That's going to get Schoenecker to third, no problem. They do get him at first. Not a guarantee for St. Joseph in this series. And we're going to go to a reliever. It's Zach Cioffi, kid from El Verano, California. Sounds like a pothead to me. Appeared in 44 games this season. Pitched 58 innings. Struck out 41. Allowed 1.01 walks and hits per inning pitched. Man, can't get that out to save my life. Pretty decent reliever. They're going to look for him to plug some gaps and not allow another run across here with 2 outs and the best hitter in baseball at the plate. Nothing like a little pressure situation for Zach. Let's see what he's got. The 2-2 to Alanis. And he got him to ground out to Barber. Nice work. They threaten, but they don't score, and it remains a 1-run lead after 7 for New York. Steve Pickering in the game here. Pickering pitched earlier in the series, allowed 1 hit and 1/3 of an inning pitch. and got the save. Good reliever, not a guy you're going to have see more than one inning, pitch more than one inning, not a lot of stamina, and he's got the top of the order, Barber, Vargas, and then Perez. Barber 2 for 3 with a double in his first game in the leadoff spot. Whoa. Espinoza makes a nice play to rob him of a base hit there. That was a iffy one to right. Could have got down, but Espinoza makes the play. So 1 down for Vargas here. Vargas 0 for 3 in the game. Hits it hard to short. Makes the play. Alanis to throw him out, and that is 2 down now for David Perez. Perez takes it to a full count, and oh, I thought he walked him, but no, they're calling that a strike, which is weird because I thought you had to throw strikes over the plate. But in any case, struck him out. It is Espinoza, Hayes, and Anders here in the bottom half of the 8th. They'd love to add an insurance run. Chaffee stays on the mound. Espinoza, rocket down the baseline, the third base line, but nice play over there by the Jesus, and he gets him at first. Here is John Hayes now with 1 down. And that is a fly out to center. Cerezo makes the play. 2 down for Matt Anders, 1 for 3 on the day. Oh, and he struck out Anders. Swing and a miss to end the inning. So here we are, top of the 9th. Last chance for St. Joe, and they leave Pickering in. Leaving Pickering in the game to face Christensen, the Jesus Mesa, and Paul Miller, 2 of whom are very good hitters, and 1 of whom is Paul Miller. The 3-0 pitch to Christensen. He walks him on 4 pitches. Christensen on first base. Hopefully they don't try to send him for the steal again. Gibbons has been pretty effective against base running, against base stealers in this series, and Christensen, although he's very fast, got cut down by several steps in his last attempt. And especially with the game on the line, the tying run at first, the winning run at home, or the go-ahead run at home in the Jesus, and he gets it down for a base hit. Mesa, so Christensen had to wait because it looked like Valencia might get to that one, but Christensen only gets to second base, but Jesus, the Jesus Mesa, steps up in a big situation with a big base hit, and now you got runners at first and second. Pickering has not gotten anybody out in the inning. I'm, again, surprised he's still out there, and it's Paul Miller who's all but guaranteed to be an out, but maybe this is his moment. 2 on and nobody out. Nah, he just watches it come across. Strike 3. Paul Miller not even bothering to swing at this point. That brings up Cerezo. Cerezo's 1 for 3 on the game. Any hit will do you here. You just want to get a run across however you can. The 1-0 pitch from Pickering. Cerezo hits it. Oh no, that's a double play style grounder, but no. Staszewski doesn't even try for the second out. Just takes the force, and that moves the 2 runners over. So you've got Mesa at second, Christensen at third, and a pinch hitter now, Mike Gilliam, comes into the game. I don't know why. It doesn't look like he's any good. Let's see what he's got. They're going to intentionally walk Mike Gilliam and his 130 average as a pinch hitter. I mean, I guess it's better than Gus Steins, but here is Daniel Mocha, who pinch hit in the last inning with the bases loaded, 2 outs. Big pressure situation for Steve Pickering, who's got to be almost at the end of his rope here, pitch count-wise. And here it comes. The payoff, the first pitch he sees is grounded to second base. They make the play. That will do it. New York gets the win at home. Mocha not able to make it happen. Big win. Big win for New York here. Evens the series at 2. Got in trouble early. Stuck with it. The solo home run by Anders to keep him in the game. Great game for New York. St. Joe didn't do anything exactly wrong. They didn't do anything exactly right. And we'll see you back here for Game 5 next time.